In this demo, we'll perform database replication. So we'll replicate tables and table data from an MSQL database into a MySQL database. So let's start. First, we're going to create a secret. So this secret will contain the connection string for our databases. So first, we'll do the connection string for MSQL Northwind database. So we'll call it MSQL Northwind database, and then we'll put the connection string in there for the Northwind database. Okay, next we'll create another connection string for the MySQL destination database. So connection string MySQL replication database. So we'll call that, and then the connection string next. We'll go back to the orchestration designer, and we'll grab a start node and then a uh, SQL Server data source, and then we'll grab a MySQL destination, and then we'll stop the orchestration. Okay, so let's define the parameters for the SQL Server. So the connection ID will be the ID of the uh, secret created here. So we'll paste that. And then the query is select star from customers. For the MySQL, we'll put the connection for the MySQL. And we'll say that table name is customers. And we'll say that the input is array. And then we'll finish that. We'll say demo database replication. Okay, so before we run the orchestration, let's check for the table data in the destination database and the source database. So I'm using a dbeaver database client. So we'll first look at the Northwind database. So we'll check for the customers record there, view table. So this is the table data from the customers. So there are about 91 records. And let's look at the data in the MySQL. So we got the replication customers. Let's view the data. Okay, so there's about more than 200 rows in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the records in the replication database so we can see that data is flowing. Okay. Okay, so let's check the customers again. Let's refresh this. Let's right click that and view that again. So what was that? Well, we'll do a select instead. Okay, so there's no more record in the customers, so we can run the orchestration. So let's save that and then run it. Okay, so it looks like the run is successful. So we selected the customer data and that this is the JSON output from the execution and that got inserted to the MySQL sender. So let's have a look at the uh, resulting uh, data in the database. Okay, so I think it got executed twice, so there's 182 records in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy this in the production environment. So what we're going to do before that is we're going to uh, put a timer in here so it runs every 10 seconds and it grabs data from the data source and populates it every 10 seconds. So we have a timer here. So it runs every 10 seconds and then we'll save that and we'll deploy it to production. Okay. So it's running. It's been picked up by server arcking. Let's look at the logs. Okay, so it's finished. It's run twice now. Uh, so now it's running. It's been running for 3 times. Let's check the data. So every 10 seconds there should be an increment number of data in there. So we'll do select count one from customers. So we're just counting the data. So now there's 910, 1001. So every 10 seconds there should be plus 90 records. Okay, so it's running in production. Uh, what we'll do is we'll undeploy it from production by clicking on the delete. So this will undeploy from production, and that's the end of the demo.